Yesterday I had a conversation with a client. It is a very interesting thought process. The guy told me that, I've been following you for a couple of years or whatever, and you have helped me discover who I am. Initially, I was always a one-woman man, but then after seeing your life, that you have been a playboy and you've had so many women in your life, and I also think I want to enjoy, have many women, have fun. Okay. So I listened to what the guy had to say. Now, here's the problem. It's not limited to this guy. We tend to see in the media all these larger than life characters which are played like people who act in movies. When I was small, I used to see James Bond. Guy dressed up in a suit, looks amazing, Roger Moore and Sean Connery. And he would get all these girls and he would lock lips with any girl he would meet, and any girl would go with him to bed, and I was like, wow. And he was rich and successful, so I was completely carried away. I mean, his life was so exciting, so much of fun, and I obviously wanted to be like him. Oh, he drinks in a nice bar, goes to an expensive place, he drives expensive cars. Now they've shown all the things that make life tempting and fun. But does life work that way, or is there something which we're not thinking about? For example, see, he's having sex with multiple partners. What if you get an STD? James Bond never gets an STD, right? Okay, that's number one. Second one is he has multiple partners. He never gets into trouble, some jealous boyfriend or husband, or he never has a legal case on him, or nobody wants to take revenge on him. Okay, in real life we have this. Then let's say he's going to expensive outlets. He never seems to have a cash problem. He never seems to have an issue. He drives expensive cars. We never see what about the maintenance cost and all that. So we only tend to see what we want to see. We don't see the other side, or we don't think of the other side. Now with me, okay, I was a playboy. Fine. I was not loyal and faithful to my spouse or my partners. Fine. Now the question is my background like yours? Is my upbringing like yours? Did you have parents like mine? Did you have friends like mine? Did you have a society like mine? We can cherry pick. We can cherry pick one. Oh, you are from India, I am from India. Oh, your family was conservative, my family. Oh, you were from a religious family, I was. We can cherry pick one or two things, but not everything is the same. So when everything is not the same, how can you take my entire life, the recipe or the template, and decide, okay, I'm going to follow this? And then the second part is, the template that you follow, what do you choose? Do you choose only the parts which are attractive to you and ignore the rest? Or do you take everything? Now, for example, let's say sleeping around with other women. What if you catch an STD? Forget the STD. What if you're in a country where it's not allowed? Or let's assume that is all. What if you get caught, and even though it's a open-minded, free society, but the place, the people, they don't take it lightly. Or maybe in the office, I had a girlfriend in where I worked. The girl, I got friendly with her. In most of the companies, you can get terminated on the spot. Okay. And in fact, let's say you're married, you have kids. What if you sleep around and they find out and it becomes a painful divorce? Then what? You're going to turn around and say, hey, Loy, because of you? Oh, James Bond, because of you? Oh, he did this like that and I tried it. You need to be very careful what you choose, what you cherry pick, what trait. Let's say, for example, Gary Vaynerchuk says, oh, hustle, oh, you need to do that. Oh, yep. All that bullshit he does. There are some parts which are okay, most of it is not applicable, and the remaining is bullshit. Like even Mind Valley. This guy, he will talk about real world problems. There's education is of no use, nutrition, they falsify the information, or this food is unhealthy. So what is the solution? The solution he gives is sign up for my course. Take my this thing. He'll give you some pseudoscience, this thing where he is the person who gets a benefit. See, let's not confuse too many things. Number one, if you're going to take someone's advice or you're going to follow someone, okay, let's say you want to follow someone. Every piece of advice has good and bad. Every piece of advice. Okay? Some parts may be good for you, some parts may not be good. That is why when I coach and consult someone, I always tell them, listen, whatever I tell you, you choose and decide. Is it good for you or not good for you? Because end of the day, you have to take personal responsibility and personal accountability. If tomorrow things get messed up, don't turn around and say, oh, because of you. For example, I'll give you a small example. Let's say I tell someone, start exercising, running. Okay, and he starts running. And all of a sudden, one fine day, he starts developing problems with his knee pain, and it becomes serious, and then he has to undergo surgery. For example, you can turn around and say, Loy, because of you, my life was perfect without you telling me to run. Or let's say a relationship. Okay, you and your partner are fighting left, right, and center. Okay, and you come to me and tell me things are not working out. And I tell you, if things are not working out and it's worst case scenario, break up and move on. For example, I normally don't say that. Break up, divorce. And you divorce. And then you find a new person. And now this new person is even more worse. And now you wish, sheesh, I shouldn't have left that person. Now can you turn around and say, oh, Loy, because of you? Look, we sometimes need to use this brain of ours, common sense. They say, no, common sense is not very common. Advice, well-intentioned, mother can give, father can give, anyone can give. Pray to God, do this for others, karma, fine. Or some others will say, fuck everything, there's no God, live your life to the fullest, enjoy, spend money. That's fine, that's another kind of advice. You'll find countless combinations. My only suggestion to you, is choose what is applicable to you. Choose. Because every action that you take, every step that you take, there is good and there is bad. Maybe in my case, I slept with so many girls. I never got a disease, I never got a STD. I was lucky. I know people who just had one partner. That one partner had some STD, like herpes or AIDS or something. I mean, who do you blame? I know people who have literally cheated everyone their whole life, only to end up with a great marriage partner, a great life. They win a lottery and they settle down and be good. And then you but there are people who have helped the poor and all that, and now they're suffering unemployed and nobody wants to help them. That's life. Like the Tinder swindler. See, now he is getting more famous. Now clubs are paying him money and people are paying him money just to give a shout out or video or this thing. Yeah, this is life, no? So, keeping in mind that life is not meant to be fair, things are not predictable. Whatever anyone tells you, whatever you see that fascinates you, remember, first is ask yourself, is this applicable to me? And if it is, and you choose to make it applicable for you, the second part of the equation is, remember there's a price to pay for everything. Whether you change your job, whether you get into a new relationship, whether you try a new workout schedule, anything. Everything has a price to pay. So be mindful of that and keep things into perspective, because end of the day, after you have tried something new, maybe a new workout, or you change your job, or a new relationship, if things work out, great, congratulations. But if things don't work out, don't blame anyone else other than you. Okay, that's all I want to tell you. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. You agree, disagree? What do you think? Alright? Guys, take care. Let me signing off. Chal man.